Hello YouTube, this is Rascal Ryan 521 here, and today I have another LEGO Hobbit set review for you. This is set 79013. Lake Town Chase, 470 pieces, retails for $50, and recommended ages 8 to 14. And this is definitely got to be my favorite from this wave of sets. I mean, that box art looks really cool, by the way. Brickshow pointed out, so I figured I'd point it out too, because it does just look really cool. Some unique colors. There's all your minifigures, and the box is pretty thin too. Just the back of the box. It's kind of hard to show you, but there's all the back detailing. And here are the instruction manuals. The first one's what? The first one's not as big. The first one's about 40 pages, and second one is about 60 pages, I'd say. Here are the extra pieces you get. Nothing notable except for maybe the gold studs. You get an extra sting. And then you're supposed to get 2 extra rings, but I kind of lost the one, like I dropped it on the floor when I was building the set. So, but yeah, just know that you do get 2 of them. You get a lot of extra of these, like, slopes and, like, white pieces, so you could, if you want to put more snow around the town, you could. So yeah, here's the set in its entirety. Great set. We'll start off with the minifigures. First up, we're going to start with, of course, the one, Bilbo Baggins, the one that this movie series is named after. Maybe if he would focus a little bit. Maybe if I put him up here on the docks. Okay, there we go. He's pretty cool. I'm pretty much saying Bilbo you've seen in all the other sets. His torso printing might be a little different. I'll have to look into that. I think it's the same though. He's got that same red jacket. He's got, of course, Sting. And then he has the one ring. There's his. Oops, yeah. There's his back printing. There's a scared face. Put him back on the boat. Next up is Thorin Oakenshield. And the torso is different, but I'm pretty sure the head and the hair and the sword are the exact same from the original Thorin that they did last year in the Warg set. He's actually the only dwarf that you get in any of these sets, so, you know, if you want to get any of the dwarfs, you gotta buy all the Unexpected Gathering sets, so. But yeah, he's pretty cool. Oh, I like that little robe he's wearing. And here, sorry, I gotta move their arm up because this dumb post right here is in the way. This is back printing, and then there's his back face. I'm sorry, the minifigures aren't really focusing right now. I'm pretty sure, like I said, that face is the same as it was in the other sets. Next up is my favorite minifigure of the entire set, and most likely of this whole new Hobbit line. And I really want to get a good focus on him, so I really hope it works this time. There we go, this is Bard. Looks kind of like Will Turner to me. He's got that nice, overcoat type thing, the fur coat, and then he's got, just some raggedy clothes underneath. He's kind of poor, remember? And of course, his name is Bard the Bowman, so what would he be without his trusty bow that, spoiler alert, kills Smaug. If you've read the book, you don't really care. And then, as you can see, there is his back printing, and then his back torso printing, with just some creases in his jacket. And he is really cool. He's, like I said, one of my favorite minifigures of this new theme. Next up is the Master of Lake Town. This guy was a really big jerk in the movie, and I suppose he's a desirable minifigure if you want to make more if you want to, build and expand on your Lake Town. But he's just kind of a dumb character in the movie, so, I suppose. But if he's desirable to you, then that's okay. He's got this little gold key. Some really nice printing, as you can tell. It's nice face printing. And he's got a little feather on the top of his hat. And then, as you can tell, his cape is red on the inside and purple on the outside. Might have some back printing. I can't. There it is. I don't want to bend it too much. It's a really nice cape. And there's his back face. his snooty kind of looking face. His hair looks a lot like Keely's, but just with like a hat on or something. Oops. And last but not least, I'm going to move over. Oops. Move the camera over just a little bit. Show you this guy. This is the guard of Lake Town. There's a poly bag with this guy too, so if I suppose you want to get a couple of him, you could get that too. He's really cool. He's got that nice axe, some nice torso printing, and that nice hat. No double head, so I'm not going to take the helmet off to show you. There's just some of his back printing. He's got nice red pants too, which do have a little front printing on them. So yeah. Sorry it took so long for minifigures, but there's just kind of a lot I had to show you. Okay, so we're going to start with the boat. This is Bard's boat. If you remember, he snuck the dwarves and Bilbo in to Lake Town with the boats. Remember, because he had them hide in the barrels of fish. So, you know, as you can tell, you got one barrel up here. You can put Thor in or Bilbo in, whichever one you want. And there's Bilbo right there. I like how they kind of, you know, they kind of connect the boats down the middle, and they use those shields to kind of cover it up. As you can tell, it's clipped on there. They use the shields covered up. That's the fact that it's two boats. Then you get some ammo for this little cannon back here, which I'm not going to shoot because you know how they work. It swivels and everything. And then you just have a little oar. All being held on right there by that little clip. Then you do get some strings to attach through those little holes right there. They go up to this up here, and then you do have a little green flag at the top to the mast. I think that's what it's called, the mast, right? I don't really know many nautical terms, so you'll have to help me with that. And then the flag, which is kind of being held up by ropes right now, as you can tell. Or that's the illusion it's trying to give. And the boat from afar looks really cool. Sorry, the oar is kind of dragging. That's what that noise you hear. That noise, it's the oar kind of dragging. The one that's hanging from the back. Oh, and you do get an extra oar, by the way. It's sitting in the boat. You do get two. I don't know if that's meant to be extra. But if it is, then I just put my other one in the boat. So here's the first building you got. There's kind of the things it's built on. It's supposed to look like a little dock. A ladder right there, some snow. So kind of sitting there. Some snow sitting there. That's kind of, you know, like just different kinds of snow. And then you have a little weapons rack back here, which can be removed. You know, see those pieces down there. Sorry, this review is going kind of bad. Nothing's really focusing. Then you got some snow on the rooftops and another green flag. That must be like the color of their city, because you got even more of that dark green right there. With some snow on a vent, which I think is just meant to look like patched up. Those little vent pieces I think are supposed to be like little patched up areas on the roof. Is what Jeez. I'm sorry about that, guys. I bumped the base plate. I'm sorry, that scared me there. But yeah, I think that those little black vents are supposed to resemble like little patches that people used to patch up the rooftops and everything. But then you do have a little barrel with a fish, and I put the extra key you get in the set in there too, just because I didn't know where else to put it. And if you turn this right here, sorry, the flag fell off, then as you can tell, you have a little secret hatch back here. And you can probably just use that to like hide Bilbo. I think that's what you're supposed to do. You know, so Bilbo can like hide out in the city. Because I don't think Bard knew about him. Or I mean, he did, but I mean, like, I suppose if he's sneaking around the town, that's an area where you're gonna hide. And then that's just the back of that little room right there. They could just have weapons sitting on the side of the street, you know, a short sword, a regular sword, and a mace. You know, I want to live there. Here's the big building right here, and this is pretty cool. Just, you know, the sidewalk, or not really sidewalk, I mean the front is kind of, you know, the same. Got just different patches of snow right here. I'm going to move the master. And then you just have this little room. There's like nothing in there. I'll get to there eventually, though. Got some boards, you know, right here. You go up, you got a window, and then here's this big long roof. Tall rooftop right here, and you got a little sign right there. That lock must resemble, like, maybe that's like telling you that's like a prison or something, I don't know. Because it is a prison, you're supposed to trap you're supposed to trap Bard in here, because remember when he tried to use the catapult, or the, remember that he was going to use to, remember he was going to use that to, or not a catapult, I can't think of what it's called, but remember he was going to use it to shoot at Smaug, because he kind of knew that Smaug was coming, he was trying to get the arrow into it. But anyway, you have the little jail cell, you have that side right there, and then you have more bars in the back, but you do see you have this little lever, and basically what you do is when you push that to the right, the jail bars do fall off. You can kind of see the side there, it's a little hard to see. Pushes them out, and you can basically have barred escape, which I don't remember if he did that in the movie or not. He might have, but I can't be certain. I think he's still in jail at this point. But you do have this harpoon, that was the word I was thinking of. Remember, he was trying to put the arrow on the harpoon, and I'm pretty sure, even though it's just a catapult, I'm sure that's what this was supposed to resemble right up here. Because it was kind of because this is kind of an area, like the area where the harpoon was sitting, that's kind of what it looked like. And I don't think they'd really put it in the set if it wasn't important to the set, so I'm sure that's what it's for. Get some ammunition for that. You know, the harpoon that he uses to kill Smaug with. Which actually in the movie, or in the book, he just used oops, I keep bumping that base plate. Remember, he was shooting all the arrows with his bow, and when he got down to the last arrow, that was the one where he hit Smaug's weak point. But I'm guessing to make it more dramatic, they're using a harpoon in this set, or in the movie. You got little clumps of snow right there, a boarded up window, and I already showed you all this before. So if we go into the back, not much, just some tiling right there, some more jail bars. And then the interior of this, there's nothing except for a table with a lantern, which I believe they showed it very briefly in the movie. It's supposed to be like just little, the Master of Lake Town's little house, or I guess apartment, if you want to call them apartments. So yeah, overall, like I said, this is my favorite set of the New Wave. That my mind might change when I build Dol Guldur Battle, but I'd probably not, because I really do like this set. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, and see you later. Bye.